Are you a lawyer? Who has told you about this issue? You learn from their clients. Say, and I am now briefing. It's your material for. Send Central of Ayata say, a bit too bonnier assay. Especially, you want to get rid of organized crime in our area of responsibility. And as part of our effort to do that, NRA embarking on an intelligence-led swoop at the core.
I've never heard of Ghanaians coming to Nigeria to misbehave. I'm not saying that to flatter you, but they're comported. We seem they're very friendly, very, very friendly. But you see, when you're in somebody's country, the onus lies on you to respect the sanctity of that country's sovereignty. I heard something, was it last month, about a Nigerian who wants to become an Igwe.
Yes, the story is the Igbo.
Yeah, can you want to come and be Igwe in Ghana? That you come into somebody's country and try to be stupid. You respect the traditions, you respect the culture, you respect everything they stand for, because they are your host, and so you must comport yourself in the best way possible. I give that example.
Found Nigeria for semi. Emra would want to Central Regional. Ashawo for Nigeria for Uncle Die, Ashawo, Cháse prostitutes, and your baby police for Akkusations. The moon some Debra Sasuna. Nigeria for Neyenon. One of the celebrities and I say actor, senior legendary Bako Nigeria say Nigeria for dim kwasiasem too much for Ghana. Was no way. Nigeria for dim kwasiasem for Ghana. Afi Muntie and this ya buying. Say very dark man say woman sponsor a buying and mobile power. Woman frosters in the daily. Today, John Mahama entimi nyusu IP address and tracke guy non kochino debi na omo police for chicheche nkodank tengete. Shame on them. Akoshufuo ne mo police for amonya omo. Now, Nigeria for some year can no because of say we person better na Ghana. The tell say omo ta jimi no omo ti omo kromo. These are the same stupid life they live living in Nigeria and they are exporting it to Ghana. So, airtime omani brisika etihwe se enkorank tenkete yede omo ye Ashawo adwuma prostitution olosho job no wenye sika owi anom dom sika ne bia command crofo no mo de akogege Ghana for shop omo wi anom atwa omo abeka kire mo se omo ye intelligent omo ye smart than Ghanaians reason o Ghana ni Jessica ni bre na Nigeria ni beku aju wajapade o tiede ye ka kire no omo ma enkoda ne bo Ashawo no a no ma gigi sika no afei no mo de abewura company dia yimu omo se omo ye sikafo omo ba Ghana omo fa hwiama Ashawo adwuma eno ma sesa nkora do ba koro no cyber fraud omo na sponsor omo to mo bia no ma cheska na omo nkrofo no mo de ye business it is a bank secret banking eno omo ye o ma ho meje bosia it omo ya networking na we ji anu we di ama we na we start it is a shop we ne wa no ma ya no ma shop na Ghana ni nsem dwene kwa akire o Ghana ni ya wani brisikei dwene kwa akire na wonana no be bre e wo country we mu now afei Yanko Central Region, Ashawo for pa and the Adakama, and Kodank Pacho, Yabotre.
Are you a lawyer? Who has told you about this issue? You learn from their clients. Say, and I am now briefing. It's your material for. Central of ayata so say you be too bonnier ase. Especially, you want to get rid of organized crime in our area of responsibility. And as part of our effort to do that, NRA embarking on an intelligence-led swoop at the core some of our communities, specifically, they are called Nipa Nikro, a was Subin, and if I say Subin suburb, Nipa Nikro. And Yakwasanka, ye omo eton ruboneno omo na yakwasanka kwakwatichom brutals ne ghettos. Coincidentally no you do hono we community members ni bi hono na say na the activities of sa nkwade ya ebo huhu bra na say tutu bra no say na ehom adwene enti omutia ye na so enti no the course of our arrest no ye hu say ye nuanom mai a omofi different country, in person body, almost different country, and so I will hold my young campo munina modosun. Getting to about 50, or more a boss who brand no a war, sa community no, and my yachi munina together with the Mary Mana, almost no, now almost ID and Rubone Hudrano, Eddie Omobai, Eddie Omba, and Ra Enumre. Now, yet your Marcus Samnonate won't say, more your victims rather than suspects. Say your enemy say Sebio prostitution illegal. And Tinana, ye quite a nanka, Cochiomo, so more fear man, for Soprano, Abertran, Namu, Sebio, or more a say community them. Because in the enemy says Sebio, two brano, a train bonisam, and as a boniesam, a bar community them. The Brohonuma Sebio Muko, Viadia, and I saw Mukoya robbery, and I'm Mukoya near Mensa, who by say Mayo. How much I for so many days and then the months. And I'm not here to do man, and who say most of them were lured and I say, more your traffic, and your mobile. Ye bisano, the breaches of Mukranom, some mobile gun and for Abbey, friends, 2. As about Quanam, you be an artist on the day, or Mobona Mania, and all the details, but majority of them, which I said. No money say 2 number by a super boutique. Bishop Panam some command Juma war and Nigeria, Pronibi so, Obuhan so I do Hanum. And Onuna Eddie Mobile. Na Niema, ye who say Omoya victim no, Omun Namano Cobem Chromo say, Omun paying for na Edda no na idea mobile and asomo, a show mosono, Omoya Maya Kayakade. So baffle from more shrine be or honum, Yadoko shrine. Others say do moja. And I said, I will train Ebeko, now I call swear. I can't tell, say, Udrania, baby, no, so I said, I'll be bottom and I said, Obewu. I'm almost crying into it, be almost say, almost should be about them and I say, we almost almost the videos of some of their colleagues now, you attend some big and almost the trauma, and say, I'm some for cry time to some normal bottom. And what's where we are now, we starting business. And they say business at the same, or say a chap one and they be 1 year, I say, oh, yeah. Sicano, a cohan, I say, call madam, I'm paying for no, a ho. And a what they be a boa mutra. So when you're targeting the end, and I said, I would. And I say, well, you're one to say, madam, between up Buama. A bill require a jana ultimately, a jana 9, not the amount, now ready, and I saw the toothbrush, a berry and all the two was saying. Oshaba concern any, I was a bonus 14, bonus to was 14 times, and General Sena say a pair a draw at the manor. And baby, no music and so no, young farm say, your friend saying, oh, madam, no, almost yet when you are somebody, a comma, madam. Sometimes Madame suspects when you're more than that, I'm to be such a say, Scano de BC, and I say, Nina, now they are bad. Until I kayaka de not on my young baby. And Raya Quano, Yenya, on Madame the Bakunkuno, at him, at nearby. Yenya landlord, no, you also a sip brutal. Na say get to now on what the yes and man, on so Yenya Necheno. And the Yenya Merriman, 1 or 2 be a monsoon and Rubon and be Mudi Hudra. And in effect, no, and my idea mobile air 33, woman in I fee, a manane, and Omobosa who bran Naju to Muse, so who bran and Omobo, and Merima Ayensia, almost a Kusha Screnium, a bit deep Nuboni Hudra, and a Benum Socha said they were victims of the circumstance. Until no some beside now, and no, and some monona, Omohonum, and run on mobile bet, and there at least I share, say, a vitamin human human traffic for no a bay a drink at home. Now you hand you over. Until now, yes,
my people, the next president, I am very, very angry. This Nigerian very dark man or very dark devil, whatever that you call yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, this 31-year-old boy said all Ghanaian celebrities are fraud stars. Be Shatawale, be Stoneboy, or be Medical. You are a fraud star. Ladies and gentlemen, he further went ahead and said, Ghana government, you support fraud. He again said, all the Nigerian politicians who thief government money, they invest that money into Ghana government. And everybody in this country, including the police, including the immigration, and including Ghana politicians, everyone is quiet. Are you bending the law because of this 31-year-old boy? Are you bending the law because of this 31-year-old boy? What is happening in this country? Mr. President, are you telling us what this guy is saying? Is it true? If it is Ghanaian blogger who said this, that person could have been picked long ago. What is happening? This guy is in this country. Ghana immigrations, Ghana police, pick this guy. Now, as a next president, I said, pick this guy. And again, he said that his investigation. So that means he have document to back whatever that he is saying. You cannot bend the law because of foreigners, or you cannot bend the law because of this 31-year-old boy. Very that man, I senior you. Tender yourself to the police without evidence. I said, I senior you. That is the main reason why I call you boy.
70 years old man.
Tender yourself now. Or else. I said, or else. Still. Power to the Nyash. What sense is that? Should we also join and say, Ghana politicians, will you support fraud? What is happening? That means Nigerian economy, which is going down because the politicians are stealing money and they are bringing it to Ghana government. He further on said, even in your inauguration, there was transaction which was going on there. What is happening? What is happening in this country? At the verse that we are watching, we will see after this guy left this country, and you people will be chasing bloggers. Say you have IP address to arrest bloggers. We Ghanaian citizens, we will stand against. Yes. Still power to the real.
John Mahama and NDC for they are dead. They don't care. Say HIV yadia who do am de bema Ghana for and now we yadia almost spread it. NDC don't care. They don't care. Near to ya kaka almost be a obi. Okay, now there's a very dark man say a fraud for Ghana. It will no sad abu akwari catch say e kra yenya aka mayans kase and Nigeria 40 onu ani to say fraudsters free Nigeria are coming to Ghana and the Ghana for e ka ho asem say yempene Very dark mayor, sorry, I no pay yo. Always fighting for good things to happen in Nigeria and telling Ghanaians in our faces, say, there's fraud in Ghana, so we should shut up. And you know, I don't blame him. Yet, as I say, what kind of creature say, I buy any frosters free Nigeria and a yeduma. Now, and on Nigeria ni actor or a senior man, Nigerian to park, or say, a yet or no, Ghana fought in Nigeria, but who say, or what in Nigeria, a basabasada. Or say, a young Nigeria for person, we say, I Ghanaians are also living in Nigeria, but Ghanaian or in Nigeria, or ya basabasada. Et in Nigeria for they are fooling too much in Ghana. They should respect Ghanaians. In fact, what church and semu, et you can say, Ghana for in Nigeria, or Mudim Kwasa, someone they should bring them home. Et in a Ghana, you to kwaya or some song. But this so-called Igbo for Nigeria for women have less respect for people. Omba Okroma, they want to destroy the country with their foolishness. Now, senior legendary Nigeria actor say, or some catch Nigeria for Ghana, listen to the story from this legendary.
I've never heard of Ghanaians coming to Nigeria to misbehave. I'm not saying that to flatter you. They're comported. We use them very friendly. Very, very friendly. But you see, when you're in somebody's country, the onus lies on you to respect the sanctity of that country's sovereignty. I heard something, was it last month, about a Nigerian who wants to become an Igwe.
Yes, the story is the Igbo.
Yeah, can you want to come and be Igwe in Ghana? That you come into somebody's country and try to be stupid. You respect the traditions, you respect the culture, you respect everything they stand for, because they are your host, and so you must comport yourself in the best way possible. I give that example, analogy of, you don't bring a stranger that doesn't just come into your house and start scattering things and doing things. Well, that's disrespectful. So if Nigerians are doing that, I'll say they should stop it. They should stop it. And of course, we have the High Commission here. So there has to be a way of working with the High Commission, Nigerian High Commission, to see to it that we talk to our people. There's a certain level of campaign. When you're in somebody's country, you behave yourself. There's free enterprise. Yes, they've allowed you to come into that space, but use that space and use it with so much respect and add value to it. Right? Same thing in Nigeria, Ghanaians. I've tell on the truth, I've never heard of Ghanaians coming to Nigeria to misbehave. I'm not saying that to flatter you. They're comported. We use them very friendly. Very, very friendly. Except, of course, the few Chinese that I know that come to Nigeria and do nonsense. But you see, when you're in somebody's country, the onus lies on you to respect the sanctity of that country's sovereignty. I heard something, was it last month, about a Nigerian who wants to become an Igwe.
Yes, the story is the Igbo.
Yeah, can you want to come and be Igwe in Ghana? You leave your hometown in Imo, Anambra, Abia, Rivers. You are not Igwe there. You come to Ghana to come and be Igwe. Yeah, if I was around, I would not hammer for take hammer and head into mad. No, it's stupid. I wasn't had that conversation this morning with somebody. You don't do that. Come to somebody's hometown and people can't say want to be Igwe. How would you feel if a Ghanaian comes and goes straight to your Igwe's palace and sits on the chair and the new Igwe? How would you feel? You know, we all get carried away with social media. We all get carried away by little success. That's the first thing. And what this boils down to is illiteracy. It's the poverty of the mind. When you're poor in the mind, that's how you think. So it's always very difficult for people like that to understand, assimilate. You're going overboard. Yes, okay, you've made money in Ghana, you're rich in Ghana. What value have you brought to the Ghanaians? What even value have you brought home, back home? What? They also need to understand that. So for me, if Nigerians are listening to it, please stop it. If you're in the habit of it, it's not a good thing. Respect your host. Just the way when they come to your own place, they will misbehave, they respect you. So I think we need to, like I said earlier, get the Nigerian High Commission to let's start Ghana-Nigeria relationship, discussing it and finding ways around it to
I beg you, this Igbo king wey truly did this Ghana. Did you people listen to the interview very dark man had with this Igbo king that called himself king? Now, Nigerians, una too they do. Nigerians, you guys do too much. Let's see truth more what they call truth. Which country don't ever call Nigeria where they can't take kingdomship, where they don't build palace for? If whether you build the palace as your personal house or you build it as a commercial house, you know they see the huge chair. Even Igbo king where the Nigeria no get this kind of chair for a palace. The chair serve big pass Ghanaian community as a whole. We do too much. We do too much. And again, I listened to an interview. The man said that it is the people that chose him. Who shows that this is politics? There is no country. There is no tribe. Even we as a Nigeria. Let's say if an Edo State Oba of Benin come out now, or somebody come out for Benin, can say him na Oba of Benin, of Igbo land. Igbo people na no go gree. Igbo people na no go gree. Let's call a spade a spade. You people are doing too much. You people are doing too much, Nigerians. Igbo, you people as well. You people are doing too much. Let's call a spade a spade. You people are doing too much. It's not good. Nobody ever goes to another man's land and build. Like, did you see the, are you guys seeing the chair? Are you guys seeing the chair? Even though the people choose you, it shows that it is politics. No governor, no community, no country that will not be threatened by what they see. Now, the VDM asked him, there's a past VDM asked him and said, did the Ghanaian community support you? Did they ever talk about this, your kingship in this country? And he said they do things together. None of them ever challenge me. When they are doing things, we go to them. When we are doing things, they come to us. We celebrate together. But you said something in your video that the land that you are supposed to use to build like a Chinatown, up to today, they refuse to give to you people since 2013. They refuse to approve that land to you people. That is because you people are doing too much. Even the leaders themselves that they fear una. Now the Jesus that they tell una now say they don't want una. Jesus I bet make una fire. Make una fire. Because it is no community will not be threatened with what they see here. Even their Ghanaian kingdom not get this kind big chair. Igbo people now do too much now. People should be calming down. Be calming down. Nigerians, people should be calming down. Now, even some communities, some Igbo people in the market also said they do not know you as their king. If you say you be chief, they will understand. But this one where you build so, Oga, I beg, the Jesus that they fear say because una go take over. If they give una land, it don't finish. Oti law for Ghanaians, so they don't want it. So you people should limit the way you people they buga. More na limit una buganess for another man country. Because for Igbo land, no other king go fit come there come to say him be king. If they say they be chief, it better. Why do we have consulates? That you are a chief in Nigeria does not make you a king in Ghana. And a lizard in Nigeria can never become an alligator in Ghana. You are a lizard in Nigeria. You cannot automatically become an alligator or a crocodile. No, it's not possible. You are doing too much. Because VDM asks you, do you think you are doing too much? You they lay emphasis. All those who are where you they talk, it don't make sense. The Jesus of Ghana, they don't want that. They don't want that. Stop calling yourself king. You are not a king. You are just a chief. You collect title for Nigeria. No make you an alligator or a king in Ghana. When you have a king in Nigeria, and the king in Nigeria, they are keeping quiet because they know that you people want to emerge. You people want to take over. You people want to drive Ghanaians. More they see truth, more they talk truth. Now my opinion now I talk so there's nothing like allegedly here because now waiting I hear the king they talk. This is just too much. It is too much. Maybe they see truth talk. It is too much. Waiting. It not reach the youth of protest. If the community chiefs or the country chiefs know they talk, it not mean say they don't know what they do. Why they never give on a land is because they are not they are against of what the boundary where you know they go. Yes, we give Chinese land here where they build their Chinatown. It's okay. You want to build the Igbo community? Yes, that one is okay. But you calling yourself a king there, it don't make sense, yeah? It don't make sense. Why you not go do it for America? Why not do it for UK? Why not do it for Italy? Why not do it for France? The question here is, can another tribe go to Igbo land here in Nigeria and say and call himself a king? And you people will accept? Let's say we go come say the Edo community approve him as the king, as our king. Who are those that put you as a king? You are threatening them. Okay, your kingship is threatening the Ghanaians, so you have to retract again. All this baby grammar and all this long talk, it don't make sense, guys. Maybe they see through the talk. Nigerians are doing too much, huh? It's too much. This is too much.
I was here. Utien someone actor Nigerian actor can sort here. On send no cre hintao. Obinta Nigerian their attitude said you must see your money very scary. And that's your magana ni bia ni daho. Na mu amuwa japade mu nya ni brebone no. Na mo de mo dan mo japade mo be pay the price. Aban no adjo no adwen se wode so ko ECOWAS na me ye CPP ni mahama pay ton wo man no. Enu ntina GPIC law mahama ni ndc person o sano na no we ka kire mo. Ose was sano na ye makwan no obi amrem enso bra bia nchese ECOWAS bra obi kro be tra more than 90 days. Oba chinchina eso be retailing. Mahama si san emra no be se no. Na media exposes I would do a free different places chiraw efa Nigeria for home na ba bia wugina bia ma obi ahunu say Nigeria ni nko na Ghana ni nko wa anye saa ye nya Africa fo bia untimi ni po boni ni nchichiri kro ma ni nye yie. You can never build a continent with Nigerians unless they change their stupid attitude. Now they are using our passport because of Nigerians, Americans, Europeans and all these countries start banning us. Now we will pay the price one day. If you don't speak up, if you don't speak out, tell the truth, we should expose them. We will pay the price. Now, share video to us. Natural white hide the reason to your friend what they share. Thank you.
Ubodin, ubebo sikane number, ubehuna Ghana ni badin, and that Nigeria ni no, estono, momo number no, Ghana ni badin and daso. Into a move one Ghana for man. You suomo, de ye omo papers no omo stores no omo niema. Into a beka crano, now what's Ghana ha, now you hear ni, na foreigner, ebe you see and the young kwa. Ye be slaves in our own country. Say ya mayeni anya dia. Asem na very dark man beka ye no. Onye ye bone, wabetu ye fo. Wabetu ye fo. Yes. Wodi amu pa monkoto Nigeria ni bi ade na monhwe. Na so ubetu ya momu. Ubehu se ubewie no. Na Ghana ni ba na ni din da so. Yes. Enti no di omo ye no no. Galamsey ye pam Ghana for no ene ye de ma foreigners. Ena ye businesses aye wo okrumu no so. Nigeria for no gestors ni nyina. Age business no. Aton ye ma cheap. Na Ghana for ntumi nton bi. Enti by the next 5 to 10 years I'm sorry Ghana for be ye hia for na foreigners na ye sika for. Na fe wo mo use and ye slaves in our own country. Ye beda ne nkoa e wo yankasa ye kuru ayetim Ghana mu. Ti se Ghana for ansori a ye beda ne nkoa by the time we open our eyes and realize no na ya done slaves. That's why the president is not saying anything, because very dark man wabeka secret no kona kotie ni full video no ubehunu. Very dark man abemma yen secret no nyina kama na Ghana for any neko ese what you say wasi Ghana ye fraud country oboa enye Nigeria for free Nigeria ba nyina de laptop ni ma besisi o manim nya fraud no ma ba o moye ene Ashawo akakraka nye omo a omo ye na nka ekoye wo mkrom wa nkom beba ha enkom be so omo ho aba.
What does the Constitution of Ghana say about the allegations VDM made regarding Ghana and insinuating that Ghana and Nigeria connived to indulge in an activity that is considered under the Constitution of Ghana as electoral manipulation and or electoral fraudulence? What is the criminal offense there is? 1 and 2. What are the charges and penalties there is? Before we go on to that, let us listen to what VDM said himself.
You see that country called Ghana? That country encourages fraud. Your economy is actually standing because fraud money is part of it. That's why you see that some of these fraudsters in Nigeria, they leave Nigeria to go to Ghana to go and stay in Ghana because that's what your economy encourages. And your economy needs that money from that fraud to float. Your governments cannot open their mouths to tell Nigerians to leave. Should I tell you why? A lot of fraudulent politicians we have in Nigeria, they move their money to Ghana. Some of your big businessmen, they are operating those business with Nigerian money. Oh, you people don't know. Should we talk about your election? Did you notice that a lot of Nigerians were present in your inauguration? Oh, you did not notice. You did not know. Your governments cannot open their mouths to tell Nigerians to leave. Your governments cannot open their mouths to tell Nigerians to leave. Your governments cannot open their mouths to tell Nigerians to leave.
Under manipulating elections, the Constitution of Ghana, Article 42 and 45, the right to vote is in the hands of just by the Ghanaian and the Ghanaian above 18 years. Again, the Electoral Commission is mandated to ensure free and fair elections. This is a criminal offense. Then any attempt to manipulate the process, be it ballot shuffling, stuffing, manipulating the vote or rigging, breaches the Representation of the People Law PNDCL 284 and the Criminal and Other Offense Act 1960, Act 20, Act 29. Penalty can attract fines and or imprisonment up to 2 years or more, depending on the specific offense. 2. Foreigners voting. Act 42. Only registered citizens can raise. And 2. Please take this very serious. Foreign nationals are explicitly excluded. And this is the offense if any foreign national indulged in a system in rigging or somewhat manipulating our elections. Then this is the offense for that foreign national showed our constitution upon dividing VDM here and him pointing it out because he saw this is the penalty probably you might face, and this is not in the Constitution. Under election law, such persons can face disqualification, imprisonment up to 2 years, cancellation of votes, and fines. 3. False statement or incitement about foreign involvement. If VDM's statement was false about foreign involvement, this is what our Constitution says. Article 21, 1A, it says, this article guarantees freedom of speech, but with limitation to protect public order and national security. So by that saying, if VDM's statement was false, he was threatening the national security of Ghana, and he will be invited by the national security no matter where he finds himself, no matter how long. Don't forget, our president is currently being reported, and definitely this will be included. Alexander Apelamata. Now let us look at the criminal offense. Criminal Offense Act 29, Section 207-208. Publishing false statements likely to cause fear, alarm, or disturb public peace is a crime. Making statements insinuating that a foreign country is manipulating or did manipulate Ghana's election without evidence. Publishing false statements likely to cause fear, a false fear. Penalty. Section 207 is considered as insulting and using abusive language, and this trouble by fine or imprisonment up to 3 months. Section 208, false news publication, and this is punishable by imprisonment up to 3 years. Manipulating elections is equal to election fraud, but I just pray you have the evidence, because it is not beautiful that Nigeria determines who governs our nation for us. No, when their nation and the governance of their nation until today is a question they cannot answer. Because if you know this woman defrauded Ghanaians, and for nearly a decade, everybody thought she went scot-free. Now let me tell you something. When the current president was in opposition, she really disrespected him and spoke anyhow against him, while being a culprit of victimizing people. We all thought she had gone scot-free until a day after she was granted an invitation selectively to attend the inauguration of the president's current of this nation. The next day, this woman was sentenced to 15 years in imprisonment. A day before, she hugged the president of Ghana and said, even if she doesn't go to heaven, she is okay. Vidya the national security will fish. Believe you me, Alexander Afenyomarke is in UK to report the president of Ghana. You have caused problem. When you are being called to answer, don't forget Jesus Christ was denied on that day. He walked on the sea. But when the time came, all of what was left for him to envision was left for only him. Only him. Not his disciples, just him to see.